Welcome to another episode of OG Talk. This is Chase. Thank you for watching today. Today is a hard video kind of to make a little bit. It was hard for me to actually want to hit record today, but I missed you guys over the weekend. And I feel like sometimes like I need to talk to y'all, even though, I can't see y'all. I energetically feel connected, This weekend I had, some more unfortunate news. I lost an uncle and a cousin this weekend, Saturday and Sunday respectively. So this has been a tough year personally, just dealing with a lot of death and a lot of bad news, and on top of somebody I care about being sick. So why did it was hard, it was difficult for me today. From the moment I woke up this morning, I've just had like a heavy heart, finding out my cousin passing, just a little bit older than me actually, 5 years older than me, and and that's the hard part about what we're going through now. It seems like, at least in my own life, or maybe ever since like the pandemic, it just seems like a lot of loss of life. I've just seen a lot of it personally. But we have to carry on. The thing about death that's so polarizing, I guess, to me is, we all live this life that's so hard to get through, or can be, or can seem that way. And yet, for some reason, we all, intrinsically, we all want to stay, even in the bad circumstances, because we have loving hearts, and it's just so hard to like see people suffer. And when you live a long time, or let's say somebody is sick, right, and they're going through what they're going through, and then they finally pass, part of you kind of feels like, well, at least they don't have to suffer anymore, but there must be something to this life thing that makes us want to clutch onto it so hard. Maybe because it's all that we know, and we've forgotten that we are eternal beings, and that we don't actually die. Our soul doesn't die. That's impossible. So, when we're navigating through life, and people are passing, and we're losing people, there is some comfort in that part, right? That they don't have to suffer anymore. And we can find solace in that. I wonder how that really works, though, because what if you didn't really feel like you accomplished what you were well, I guess you did, right? Because even though we might have our own personal goals, what we're actually here for could be something totally different. But it made me think about appreciating this journey a little bit more, right? I'll never see my cousin again, or my uncle, or my biological father, or the host of other people I've lost in my life. I'll never see them again, in the physical. However, it's something to be said about really being grateful for the little things and the times that we do share. You know, do we take being alive for granted? I think I do. I think I take being alive for granted. And, I try to daily show, gratitude and things like that. Keeping a gratitude journal and all of that, like I talk about on here. But I do take life for granted. I think it's a given that I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I have to do X, Y, and Z, but that's just not the case, So I was thinking about, when all of this is over and whenever your last day is, I'm starting to understand that I'm kind of grateful for the people that kind of hurt me, or the companies, or the people that scammed me, or the people that just have done just horrible things, the people who have done witchcraft and all those kind of things to me personally. I'm actually grateful now as I'm seeing more people around me pass, because each one of those moments that happened in my life, and if you look at yours or what your current situation may be, even if you down right now, or I've been feeling heavy, it's been death, it's been sickness, I've been feeling really heavy, and in that random times, I'll just cry, like I don't even know why, like sometimes, and I'm not ashamed to admit that, like sometimes it's hard keeping all this energy, it's sometimes you want to rage out, sometimes you want to scream, man. We get treated so unfair in this life, but you got to be the strong one. You can't be the one that falls, you can't be the one that's has weakness, you can't be that person, and I've dealt with that for a long time, and I'm sure a lot of y'all do too. But I am thankful for my ex that cheated on me, because you showed me how to value, that I have value. And for a long time when I dealt with women like that, I guess I didn't really value myself. I didn't have a high standard for the type of person I would be with. If they were good looking, I would deal with the attitude, or if they were, whatever, I would deal with that because the reward, but there's no reward in any of this, man. You dealing with people that ain't supposed to be in your circle, man. It's only gonna be bad for you, But I'm grateful for all the stuff, because it made me stronger, every time, And even what you might be going through right now, I'm going through a lot of stuff emotionally. I got a lot of people coming at me, a lot of things on my plate. But I know I'm always up to the challenge, because there's something about when you have that good-natured soul, when it's something in us that just, no matter how unfair or how difficult the situation may be, we don't fold. We keep going. And I have to exhibit a lot of that in my life now, because I feel like I'm straddling the fence. There's an old life, there's a new life, there's a lot of things in between, and a lot of moving parts. And but it is important to be thankful. Like, think about your own life, The people that hurt you, they actually did make you stronger, They made you better. They made you better. Even if they hurt you real bad, they made you stronger, They really did, Take time to thank the ex in your head. You ain't got to call them or nothing. Take time to thank the old jobs, right, that treated you wrong, Because you got out of that toxic environment, you learned something about yourself. Maybe you went on to another place and excelled, or started to do your own thing, and you progressed, and You know, that's what happens with us, yo. We make magic out of our pain, yo. We really do, yo. We alchemize it. We have that ability. But while you going through it, it's hard, man. It's real hard to, like, you know, not get distracted by everything that the world is throwing at us right now. But if you going through a lot, yo, know that this is their last shot, yo. You know, we'll never get to a point where it's all the way 100%, you know, comfortable. But I think it's very possible that we can get to a place where we don't have to look over our shoulders, or you know, we can get to a level of comfortability where things feel stable. But that's not, you know, I don't know how much we can really rely on that, you know. Y'all, it's heavy out here for me, and I'm sure it's very heavy for you right now. You know, when you're dealing with loss of life and possible more, I'm sorry, hold on, I think I got a little smudge on it. When you're dealing with a lot of heavy life stuff, man, just know, like, you know, if people are coming at you, or circumstances are coming at you, yo, you already beat it. You already done got to the other side of it, you know. You've already beaten them many times before, and we always gonna have to go through tough times, you know. But today I'm just grateful for all of you who kicked my back in and got a, you know, you got free punches off. Thank you. Because through all the pain, I'm now alchemizing it through this channel. Yeah, we're gonna change lives. We're gonna change lives, me and you, just by talking. Yep, we're gonna change lives. Watch what we do together, because we understand each other. So let them have their fun now. They can't do nothing with us, because we're an unstoppable force. That's right. Thank your enemies, yo. I'm thankful for all you that hurt me, because you pushed me to where I'm supposed to be, which is right here with my tribe. I love you all. Peace.